Okay, I think Dave. Can everybody hear me okay? Hi, David. So I'm trying something new. I was doing something this afternoon and I had this set up. So hopefully everything will be okay. You guys can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. So, gonna do a few things. You know, many of you know I've been kind of under the weather. I ended up having a huge infection that I received from, I was using some liquid vitamin D from a doctor that I ordered in Seattle. And it happened to be that this vitamin D was contaminated with molds and yeast. And so I was doing it twice a day, trying to keep my immune system up. And I was basically bringing my immune system down. So now I'm on high antibiotics for 3 days, and they're doing a growth culture on me and see if that's going to be okay. So it's just wiped my body out, and I'm just really sleepy. I've just been sleeping a lot, trying to get this infection out of my body from the vitamin D that I was using. So bear with me, but I still wanted to do a channeling session for you today. I'm going to open up on my Patreon channel a couple of the channelings because they were really good. And I really feel that they should be something that everybody should hear. So go over after this if you have time, because I think they're about 20 minutes or so. And I will open up a couple of the audios, and they are pretty spectacular audios. I think this goes, it's like making my glasses look weird, like little round dots on my glasses. And I am also going to put, if anybody wants this, I'm going to put this on my store. These are visionary reading cards, and I actually, some cards resonate with me and some cards don't. These did not. So I will discount them because they're in perfect condition, used them twice, and I will put them on my store. I'll put the link below. What else? Oh, I got some new cards because you know I like um, James Van Prague. And so I got messages from the guides. So I got a couple cards for us to just think about this week. And I think it's going to be perfect for who I'm going to channel. I usually sit down a half hour prior to this and I just meditate to see who wants to come forward. And I got a really great, someone new. And I just wanted something beautiful and something positive and something good to come forward. And we got it. We got a new angel. It's the angel of light and of promise. And her name, it's female, is Cliegh. Cliegh. What I did with I had them spell it out with my rods. And so I got her name is Cliegh. And so that's the angel we're going to channel today. So let me give you these cards because you know I always like to start out with my cards. So this is the first one. This is our message from our guides, is to choose love over fear. I think that's going to be huge in the rest of the year, is we need to choose love over fear. Because there's going to be a lot of things coming at us that is going to be fearful. And it's not a facade, it's real. It's all real because it's affecting people's lives. They did say in this package that the bill back, whatever, on page 168, it says, if you do not mandate your businesses with the thing, if you do not mandate that, you will be fined $700,000 for each company. So it is getting heavy. And I think it's time for us to really hone down, all of us that have the ability. We can use our speech, yes. We can use our voices, yes, which is great. But what works stronger is to meditate more. All of you are trained, all of you know what to do. You've got to be more fervent in this. If you're going to want to keep um, the goal of the United States to stay the same, or if we can move it forward somehow where it's not affecting people's lives like this, you have the power. We all have the power. And I think that's maybe what we're called to do now is to bring that power forth and let them hear us. And God is great, and He will hear us and He will help us. Next one is Journey Within. So this is basically, I keep hearing troubleshoot. So troubleshoot within. So if you have anything in you that you need to troubleshoot on, work on it. And I do have my shadow um, episodes up, and to do, it's kind of like a shadow therapy. It's a lot of times we have things that are buried within us that help us not progress. And so we need to progress. And so if you can pull things out of you, then we can progress further and faster, and then you can excel. But a lot of times, a lot of the stuff will bring us down and will make us think we can't. And so look at those shadow series. And the next one I'm going to do is on how you people are picking relationships through some of these shadow culprits that we hold in our hearts, in our deepness, and we have had since childhood. Okay, so there's those two. Last one, because 3 came out. 3 is a charm. You know I like threes. So accept struggles as lessons. I don't like lessons. Struggles, yeah, okay. You know you got to do it. So we got to do it. So accept struggles as lessons. And I think if we can do that, we can maybe counterattack some of them really good. All right. So also, what else did I want to do? No books today. Have no books for you. Let's see. You guys, I got my little lady of light. So she beams light. And I don't know if it's my age. I'm going into dolls. Never been into dolls, but I think these guys are so awesome. So this lady holds light, and she actually, let's see, goes this way, like she's walking through, balancing herself of light. So I had to get this one today. Isn't that cute? Don't ask me why. I don't know. Anything to spend money on. I don't know. But I think it's adorable. I think these guys are so adorable. I love them. So I want to get the Superwoman one next. So haven't found her yet. All right. Anything else I want to talk to you about? Do you guys have any questions before I start channeling? Oh, good. The Netherlands is doing okay. Weird times last 2 years. Yes. And I know, is it Australia and is it New Zealand that's having a hard time, that they're closing them down? They said that 1 million people will be out of work because they refuse to be vaccinated. And these people just actually will never find work because they are shutting down retail stores, they're shutting down everything. So we have to protect ourselves so that doesn't come here. Because I know in this plan, this Build Back whatever, there's something in there that could happen that a lot of us will lose jobs and maybe never get another job. Then you can't go on unemployment. I don't know. What do you do? I know my grandmother, I have to tell you this story, my grandmother in California, that they were so poor, and it was during the Depression, and my grandmother's father left the family, and so my mother and her 2 siblings had to survive. And so it's really hard for a woman to work. So what they did on the shore, on the sand, on the beaches, they put crates down, just the flat crates, and then they put tents up. So it was called Tent City, and my grandmother had pictures of it. And so they put tents up because these people were so poor. That's all they could live in is a tent. And my great grandmother ended up being the manager of the tent city. And that's how they survived some years of the Depression. The weather was good. I don't know what they did for outdoor facilities back then, but they lived in what was called a tent city, and it was clean. All the tents were white. They all were the same. And she was always dressed really nice. I don't know how you do that, but I know it was a hardship, and I just don't want to see that happen again. And I know they have certain types of tent cities that aren't as clean as that, but hopefully we won't ever have to go back like that again. So with this channeling, I wanted to lift us up. I wanted to give us some motivation and some good cheer and some good words. And because we're in times of peril, or the peril, not times of peril, the peril is upon us, I'm hearing. So we're not in it yet, but it's upon us. And if we can stop it, that is key. And you guys have the power to stop it. If we, as a collective, whoever's listening to this, as a collective, we have the power to hold this back. And so that's what we need to do. And we need to concentrate on it a lot. And it needs to be fervent, and it needs to be day and night, and it needs to be constant. And I know we all have to work, but let's see that we can do as much as we can. And I think we'll be successful. I think there is going to be, I am told, a corner will turn the first of the year. So we're gonna hold it back this year, the peril that's trying to come upon us for the next few months. We can hold this back. And I think that's all we need to do is hold this back for the next few months. And then I keep hearing, like in late winter, we will turn a corner. There's going to be some sort of corner that will turn. And success, keep hearing success will be made. Um, and it will be a relief to the people in the United States. And this is just the United States that I'm talking about. But I think it's fervent upon all that have prayer, channeling, intuitive guidance, love in their heart, meditation, that you can participate in this, because it's going to take everybody, because it's going to affect everybody eventually. Um, so let's do that. So, any other questions before we get going with the channeling session? Okay, let's get Cliegh, Angel Cliegh, the angel of light and promise. So give me a second. Get my legs uncrossed here. Okay. And she's saying she likes my ring. I have my rose quartz ring on, my love stone. Of course she would like that. Because she's an angel of good. So I'm going to walk you through me going into the channeling session. And I'm going to walk you through what I see. Because she's energy. She is not a body. She is energy. So I have seen her, and when they have wings, when these angels come forward and they look like they have wings, it's actually an extension of energy that shoots out from behind them that looks like wings. That actually sustains them, I hear. That actually sustains them. Her energy is white. They like touching my face. They all go like this. A lot of them are starting to touch my face. I think it is a very loving gesture and a very motherly gesture to touch or cup your face. And they let you know that you're loved by that. So when you go into meditation, she's saying, see this, that they will cup your face and feel secure in that they will take care of you. And we're merging now. She's like walking in to my body. My soul is extending out. She's going to come in from behind. Oh, I'm to tell you, if my dog starts barking, I'm sorry. This is a new experience for me. I have not come in to a vessel ever. It's a challenge to try to get in. I hope it's not a challenge to get out. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're studious in following this vessel, for it must be. As we look down upon the earth, we see spirits that have not left the earth, and they are of darkness. They're gnashing their teeth, and they're trying to get in to the vessels. There's certain vessels that are not protecting themselves, that these entities are able to come into, and I keep hearing exonerate into their body. This is a key for you to always block your body. As this vessel does, she asks for the white light to be like a bubble that encases her. She asks for this white bubble to protect her from any disease, any viruses, that they will bounce off this bubble, and she will be protected inside, as also of evil spirits. The liquid that she has ingested that was contaminated came through a dark entity. She was actually digesting a dark entity that she was fighting into her body because they couldn't get in any other way, that they were coming in through her consumption. And that's why she had so much pain. Now she understands this. So this is key for all of you to know, and for this vessel, that when you consume things, you must bless them, because things can come into you that you think are good, and they will cause harm. You need to bless them if they do not come from your hand or grown from you to your body. Everything must be blessed now. Bless it, purify it through blessings and energy. This is good for all of you to know. You have two things going on in your world. There's no more gray anymore. There's black and there's white. There's no gray. There's no indecision, which is the gray. You're either black or you're white. This is for you to understand, process, and contribute to society. If you are on the dark side, the black side, we will fight you. We will consume you with our energy. We are here now. We will distinguish you. You must understand, we are more powerful than you. You are just a vessel. We can snuff out that darkness in your vessel and leave you lame for your choices. You will not like the process of your choices. Trust me. You will stay with those that consume in darkness. Your soul will wither, and you will live in fear and anguish all of your days if you choose the dark side. If you follow the dark side, trust me, you do not want to witness anything from the dark side. The light is so bright. That is you. Call upon the light. Let it cover your face, your heart, and your body. Call it in, beckon to it. Ask for the white light. Ask for the white light. And we will be there. Many of you, I can hear, think that you may have to be perfect to ask for the white light. No. You just have to ask. We are of no judgment here. We are of light and love. We are not human. We are of energy. So don't think that we have judgment. Judgment is of man. It is not of angels. How can we judge you? We love you. We look at your soul. We look at your energy. And when you beckon to us, we come to you. We cover you. We blanket you. We protect you. Those that have this understanding now will go a step further in their soul's ingression. I think that is your word. No. Progression. In your soul's progression. If you can come to an understanding of the forces that you have now within you, through the white light, through the honor system, the love heart, the psychic mind, you will progress quickly. When you cross over, you will process fast, and you will attain fast. And then you will go to what you need to do, because you've already done the work. And you will accept what you see when you progress. And then you will just go. It's kind of like when animals pass on, they go, they run towards the light. They don't look back. They have no thought. They have no, I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have been a better animal. No, they run towards that light because it's beckoning to them and they understand what is calling them here. Ah, very interesting. We love the Bigfoot, what you call Bigfoot. We love them. Mm. They are a challenging species for us. We have the wise ones, which we use and communicate with and work with, but then we have different ones. They are the protectors of the earth, yes, but they are not like the wise ones. They are not fully equipped to manifest, and they watch man. And they have anger in their spirit, which we cannot attain. Understand this when you see them. You can mind link and ask them if they are the wise one. If they say nothing, or that you hear no, then you must leave. So when you ask for this white light to protect you as a vessel, you can also have him protect your family. Also, you can protect your home in the same capacity. You can protect anything with the white light, the bubble of the white light. You just have to ask. So you will progress. We see darkness, dark clouds upon your lands for the next season. The winds will come and blow those dark clouds away because of the work that you put into it and that you call upon us to help you. We are together. We are one. The sooner you understand that, the sooner we can get to work. And it is work. You can't just ignore it and say, oh, that looks good. Oh, that's nice. You need to work with us. We are a community. We are one voice that goes to the heavens. Let us be your voice. Let me scan you now. There's one here. Clear your mind. Clear your thoughts. Your thoughts are of indiscretions. Your thoughts are of guilt. Clear your mind. I am here. Ask for me to help you. Every single one of you has a journey of life. I foresee the travels that you have had, the good and the ill. But look how strong you are. Look how you have battled in your life. Look what you have overcome in your life. Look at the success and the successes that are going to come to you. I challenge you now to focus. Do not focus on things told to you through here. not from this vessel. Only follow the positive now. You feel challenged because you are absorbing in the words of those from the dark side. That's what makes you feel challenged, scared, fearful. I don't like that feeling. Rid yourself of it. It blocks us. It blocks us from helping you. Rid yourself. I see a few of you have great concern of your lives. Know that the choices that you're making at this time are sound, even though they may not seem sound. They will show you later that they have been the right choices to make. Trust yourself. This is key. This is so pertinent for you to hear, to trust yourself and your choices. Many of you don't trust yourselves. So you do lack of, or you make wrong choices because you don't trust yourselves. Quit that behavior. Trust yourself. We're like a family. A lot of times you need to have guidance from somebody else in your family, or you need to sound things off to someone else in your family. That's what we're here for you. Come to understand your voice. Everything is not as complicated as you're making it seem. Diligence in your efforts now. Bring on more compassion, not only for others, but for yourself. This is great gratitude. I'm looking upon you all. Many of you have questions. Someone just asked me a question through their thought, and I'm going to say no. Be diligent in your days. Do not become lazy. Now's not the time to regress and become lazy. Stop bad habits. And now it's time for you to move. It's time for you to move. You cannot succeed unless you begin. I'm going to leave this body now. Okay. How was that, you guys? She was, I don't know, I always have to watch this, but I could see her looking at each one of you individually. It's very interesting. It's interesting when you channel because I'm away, but I can still see what she's seeing. And I don't think we have to bear the burdens of this time. we don't need to bear the burdens of this time, but we need to help. I think this is our calling, you guys, is to help in these times. It's our time now to help. And I think this is our test. And I think this is what we came here for. I think this is why you've all been activated, why you've joined many people, and you're seekers of knowledge. Now you are becoming seekers of knowledge because you feel it. You feel you want it. You need to learn more. You need to attain more. And I saw that she did say something about bad habits. So if you have any types of like addictions, whatever it may be, if it's like, I think soda pop can be addiction. Um, I'm thinking maybe consider doing cleansing. And it was very interesting what she said about that vitamin D I was taking, that liquid, that it was tainted, and I didn't bless it. I was raised in the Mormon faith to bless. We blessed everything. We always blessed our meals and the food, and we we're very thankful for the food. And we asked that it nourish and strengthen our bodies. I've gotten away from doing that, and it looks like for us to be successful in digesting things that we need to start blessing them. Very key. So, any questions? I'm going to rewind this and listen to her again. She's a beautiful being. She's energy. She's never had a body. She wants to work with us. She wants to work together. Um, she works really heavy with a certain race. She works really heavy with a Laryn race. I don't know why I'm so close to this monitor. Sorry. I'm like, um, she does. She works with the Laryn race, which is a strong, powerful race. I don't know too much about them, but she derives from them. She came down from them. They sent her here. Interesting. They sent her here to speak to us. I want to get this because I keep hearing that every time I go outside and I look in the skies, there is maybe some ships out there that I can't see with my naked eye. But there is scopes, night vision that can start showing me these things, like how I had that in my house and you could see the orbs all flying around in my house. I stopped doing that for the summertime because I left the windows open, but now that the winter is going to come and I can close the windows and before I turn on the heat, see if I get some more orbs flying around. And I have been seeing a couple orbs with my naked eye, which is interesting because I've not been able to do that before, to see them go right in front of me, just like a white orb. And sometimes I'll see it behind me and I'll see it in my glasses. And so I don't know if that's a reflection or what. Okay, so I think pyramid energy is always a good energy. It's always a good source. The pyramid structure, the pyramid even symbolism is divine. It's a sacred vehicle, they're saying. It's call upon it. So yes, Laryn race. Laryn race. The Laryn race. Isn't the Laryn, I have to look that up. It's the ones that look like, I'm going to say it. It sounds weird. The ones that look like lions, I think. The ones that look more cat-like, the cat species race, the Laryns. The Lyrians are coming now in full force for this event. There's an event coming, and the Laryn race is here to take in that event and to help with the light in that event and to make sure everything is successful in that event. Do we ask for the white light via God? God is the white light. So you can ask however you want, but I always ask for the white light of Jesus Christ to come upon me and to protect me and to cloak me. So however you want to ask it, God, Jesus are the white light. So that's in my mind. That's how I see it. Everybody sees it differently, but the white light to me is the most purest of pure form and protection, and we can call upon it. And if it's God, if it's Jesus, if it's just the white light, do it. Yeah, I'm going to look up that Laryn race because I'm not quite sure. Is there more than Mike? Is there more than one Laryn race? So if there is, let me know. I'm going to close this down, and it's been almost an hour. So you guys, you are so awesome. I'm glad you're here. And I'm repairing, so I have 3 more days of antibiotics, and then I will go see what my alternative is. I am drinking pure elderberry, gonna bless it now, and cranberry juice, and then I have to just guzzle the water. You know what? I learned so much in the channelings too. You guys think you learn. I always learn too, and it always shocks me. I'm sitting here thinking, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say that we haven't heard before? And then someone else comes through, and I am just the vessel, and I'm just here to promote thought because I don't expect you guys to believe everything I say. I channel, I believe it, but you guys always have to discern for yourself and ask for it if it be right. Um, and I think that you have to do that in everything. I ask that you do that in everything that you hear. And you're always welcome to challenge. I'm not perfect, but I try to be. And I think I get that where you have a right to ask because I was raised in a religion where I had no right to ask. I was told, and it was wrong. The whole thing was wrong. And so I always challenge you that you can pray about everything that I say. You can see if it resonates with you. You can see if it's right. Um, Many people that I know have my rods, and they ask these rods if what I say is right. And when you use these rods too, um, because we have such dark forces close around us right now, use your mind. Don't ask out loud. Use your mind. Because a lot of times, if you are good and of light, they can't hear you because you're at a higher vibration and they can't hear you. And I thought it was very interesting. I did that channeling for my Patreon page. That light is coding, and the energy that we have is codes. And for some reason, that made so much sense to me that all our evolution of energy is all coding. And that's how it is sent. It's coding. Everything is codes. Everything is information. And so even though we might think it's a light, a vibration, it's all codes. Blew me away. That just blew me away. And it made so much sense that that's how they can decipher what we need, and they're reading the codes. And so very interesting. Really ponder that thought for a minute because that is heavy. That is way heavy. That is huge information, I feel. Um, and I think we're blessed to be given this information um, because it's time. time to know things. And so, if you have any questions, email me at robinhyatt@yahoo.com. If you need prayer, healing, anything like that, we have a great healing team that is ready to go. And they will help you. And you just email me at robinhyatt@yahoo.com with any requests, anything. If you're scared at this time, if you think you're going to lose your job, anything like that, please email us and we will help you and pray for you and see if we can ease your burden or have something spectacular happen in this time. And then, as these seem to be all lessons for us, and you're here now because you're supposed to be. You came down now because you said, I'm going to come down now and I'm going to be a warrior through this and I'm going to help our fellow man. And that is key, because now is the time to help our fellow man. It's time to open up our light and understanding and be the energy that we need to be. And that's the best coding system in the world. So love you guys. Thank you. Have a great day. I will see you next Sunday. Bye. Peace out.